Paper cut as an art form has existed for over 2000 years, with a rich history in China, Mexico, Eastern Europe, India, Germany, Poland, and many other regions and cultures across the world. Artists create delicate and lacy hand-cut pieces of art by carving patterns into paper using nothing more than a knife, some sheets of paper, and hours and hours and hours and hours of patience.
The big challenge lies in the sketching and planning phase. I have to decide, even before making the first cut, what would be the positive space and what parts would make the negative space. And since the final artwork is cut away from one sheet of paper, making one wrong cut means that the whole piece is ruined and I have to start all over again. But once I get into the flow of cutting, it does become quite a relaxing activity, and seeing the final piece emerge from all the paper scraps left behind is very satisfying. I wanted this book to be vibrant and colorful, and since the illustrations were cut using white paper, I decided to bring in the color using the background. I painted many sheets of tracing paper with photo inks. Being translucent, tracing paper catches light differently than watercolor paper, giving the ink washes a dreamlike quality that I wanted the illustrations to have. The backgrounds in the hospital scene have a tiled pattern. I created these using a custom stamp that I made by gluing some piece of foam onto bits of cardboard. To really emphasize the paper cut style, I decided to layer all the pieces to create more depth. So what I ended up doing is gluing some of the painted tracing paper onto thicker pieces of paper, which I could use later for layering to bring in the height. Once all the paper cuts were cut and all the tracing papers were painted, it was finally time for assembly. I laid all the pieces one on top of each other to make the final piece. And finally, it was time for the photo shoot day. I wanted to emphasize the layers and depth and the handmade quality of the paper cut art, so getting the light and shadow just right in the photographs was very important. I put small bits of paper and cardboard under the paper cuts to raise them and create shadows in the right places. And my tweezers also helped me a lot in getting the position of the pieces just right.